everyone. They say trains are the safest, most predictable way to travel. But you have no idea what kind of surprises can happen on the rails. Time to take a look. Let's get it on. At railroad crossings, it's not only people who can act recklessly. At one point, passengers aboard this train in Indonesia genuinely thought they might not make it. A fault in the tracks caused the cars to start derailing, turning an ordinary trip into a nightmare. Thankfully, disaster was avoided and everyone was safely evacuated. Before it finally came to a stop, the tank wagon rolled several kilometers without a locomotive.
It's on two tracks!
Looks like the crossover driver's survival skills are right on point. Turns out the odds that a silly little dog will stop a train are never actually zero. Believe it or not, this railway station in India ended up like this after torrential rain. The downpour turned the whole place into a sea of sludge, trapping passengers inside with nowhere to go. Their only choice was to stay put and wait for evacuation amid the mess.
Holy he just got destroyed and it's derailed now. Oh great, now I gotta stay in my car.
In July 2020, people across Germany were stunned by reports of a ghost train. A maintenance locomotive was rolling along with no driver when it suddenly caught fire. No one managed to stop it, and it kept going until it reached a service station. On April 30th, 2014, Lynchburg, Virginia was rocked by a serious train accident. A train carrying crude oil derailed, and an explosion was heard moments later. After the crash, some of the oil caught fire, while the rest spilled into the river.
Injuries, it didn't look like.
Fire crews put out the blaze, and containment booms were set downstream to keep the spill from spreading. They say drivers need to be extra alert when the fog rolls in, but no matter how careful he was, the guy could never have been prepared for what he ran into.
Не лезь, не лезь.
Even the on-duty dispatcher failed to spot the serious danger at this crossing. Several train cars came uncoupled and rolled backward, but thankfully there was no accident. Commuters on Japan's subway witnessed something genuinely unsettling. A fault in the overhead power lines brought trains to a standstill, and passengers ended up watching a full-on light show.
Hey, stop!
No!
Well, if you want to drive, you have to go Route 30 and then turn right on Ambassador Lane and then come down here by
out of track. I need to stop this train. Holy shit. Oh man, the pups are coming out the wheel are falling apart.
No, this station hasn't always been on the riverbank. It's just that torrential rains in India flooded the railway line, but it didn't disrupt the timetable one bit. These scenes were filmed in 2020, when a string of destructive storms tore through New Jersey. The severe weather knocked out power for thousands of people, and here's one reason why: a power line snapped near a train station. Honestly, a barrier gate here wouldn't be a bad idea. Sometimes things just don't get lucky with their owners. That's definitely the case with these cars. This isn't a crowd of casual onlookers. In a small town in Poland, emergency responders put on a vivid crash simulation, showing locals, and especially novice drivers, what a car-train collision looks like, and the message couldn't have been clearer. For reasons still unknown, a fire broke out on the railway bridge. Just imagine. This is what it looked like after firefighters battled the flames all night. The situation was especially difficult because the bridge was treated with creosote, a highly combustible chemical. Driving through a forested area, the train operator ran into one seriously stubborn local. But when you've got multi-ton cars rolling behind you, it's a lot easier to hold your ground.
Так, быстро подвязываем токоприемники.
Токоприемники, ребята. Merda.
It looks like the train is damaging the rails, but it's actually the opposite. This is a rail grinding car. As it rolls along the track, it smooths the rails and removes defects. On England's south coast lies the small town of Dawlish. It's home to one of the world's most scenic rail lines. Passengers can watch the waves crashing right outside their carriage windows, sometimes splashing so close it feels like they might hit the glass. During the monsoon, you can still take trains around India. The only mystery is how passengers manage to get on and off. Meet a legend of British engineering, the steam locomotive Flying Scotsman. It's famous enough on its own, but for extra drama, the driver pushed it right to its limit. This train is moving at just 25 kilometers per hour, and that's still more than enough to crush a car like a tin can. Overnight, nature gave the locomotive a full makeover. Luckily, it's a diesel engine, so temperatures like that don't bother it at all. Polish railways didn't stay on the sidelines either. They offered a stark reminder of what careless driving can lead to. idea what these Czech country kids are doing hanging around the railway tracks? They're working as the crossing gate. In 2022, one of the main roads in China, Texas, was blocked after a coal train derailed. No one was injured, but the aftermath was dramatic. Mangled rail cars, a knocked-down traffic signal and crossing gates, and even underground cables beneath the asphalt were damaged.
I'm at the plant.
Oh.
But
Where's that rotary at? Where's the rotary at?
The coupler, where they couple together in the front.
Link, yeah.
Yeah, one of them is rotary, and on the painted end, and the other end, without the stripe, is fixed. Yeah, what a mess. It had to be going south from the coal mines to the power plant.